The individual medley is made up of the 4 strokes in the order of butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle. Each stroke is governed by the rules prescribed earlier for each individual stroke. For instance, at the beginning of the IM, the butterfly leg, the swimmer's shoulders must be at or past vertical toward the breast. The swimmer is permitted 1 or more leg kicks, but only 1 arm pull. The arm pull must bring the swimmer to the surface of the water, and the swimmer can stay submerged for not more than 15 meters. By that point, the head must break the surface of the water. You see, the rules are identical to the start of butterfly that we discussed at the beginning of the video. Also, the intermediate turns within each stroke shall conform to the rules of that stroke as shown earlier. The turns when changing from one stroke to another shall conform to the finish rules for the stroke just completed. Let's now look at those various transitions. When changing from butterfly to backstroke, the swimmer must touch the wall while on the breast with 2 hands simultaneously at, above, or under the surface of the water. Once a legal touch has been made, the swimmer may turn in any manner, but the shoulders have to be at or past vertical toward the back when the swimmer leaves the wall. Remember, like in the butterfly and breaststroke turns we discussed earlier, the swimmer may execute a brush touch that can be perceived as only touching with 1 hand if not observed carefully. From the backstroke to the breaststroke, the swimmer must touch while on the back. Once a legal touch has been made, the swimmer can turn in any manner, but the shoulders must be at or past vertical toward the breast when leaving the wall. Prior to the first arm stroke, the swimmer's body must be on the breast. Many elite swimmers use the crossover turn when transitioning from backstroke to breaststroke. The swimmer brings the lead arm directly over the head and makes the touch just before their shoulders get past vertical toward the breast. This is legal as the swimmer is still past vertical toward the back when they make the touch. However, these swimmers touch after the shoulders are past vertical toward the breast. This is not legal. When observing the backstroke to breaststroke transition, the judge should focus on the feet leaving the wall and then check to see that the shoulders are past vertical toward the breast. When transitioning from the breaststroke to the freestyle, the swimmer must touch the wall with 2 hands simultaneously at, above, or under the surface of the water while on the breast. The head may be submerged after the last arm pull prior to the touch, as long as it breaks the surface of the water at some point during any part of the last complete or incomplete stroke cycle preceding the touch. After the touch, the swimmer may then turn in any manner desired. The swimmer may then finish the last 1/4 of the race in any manner as long as it is not in the style of butterfly, backstroke, or breaststroke. The position for observing each leg of the individual medley and the turns, starts, and finishes are the same as outlined for each stroke. From the individual medley, let's move now to the medley relay. In the medley relay, there are 4 swimmers on each team, each swimming 1/4 of the prescribed distance continuously in the following order: backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly, and freestyle. The rules of each of the different strokes are applied. At the end of each leg, the finish rule for each stroke applies in each case. The observation of the medley relay is as shown for each of the individual strokes. The difference in relays is the observation of the relay takeoffs. The key to relay takeoffs is to watch the feet of the swimmer on the block. When the feet of the swimmer on the block lose contact with the starting platform, look down to see if the incoming swimmer has touched the wall. If the swimmer has not touched yet, then the takeoff is early, and that is a violation. This swimmer obviously takes off too early. In the freestyle relay, there are 4 swimmers on each team, each to swim 1/4 of the prescribed distance using any desired strokes. Freestyle finishes apply. Yes, that means the medley relay order can be swum during a freestyle relay. The rules for the freestyle relay are the same as for the individual freestyle race. The observation techniques are the same as for the individual freestyle race. And the rules for observing takeoffs are the same as for the medley relay. Basically, watch the feet of the swimmer ready to go. When both feet lose contact with the starting platform, look down and see if the incoming swimmer has touched. If the swimmer has not touched yet, then the takeoff is early, and that is a violation. That completes our relay segment and brings us to the end of our video. But before we go, here are some final thoughts on officiating. Remember that you are part of a team with your own role on that team. Your area of jurisdiction will be determined by the referee and may vary from meet to meet. Only make calls within your jurisdiction. Call only what you see, not what you expect to see. If you make a mistake, don't be afraid to admit it. Make it a practice to get to know coaches. Expect coaches to be emotional advocates for their athletes. Your job is to stay cool and hear them out. You may learn something new. Explain exactly what was seen, what the rule is, and how it applies in this case. If you have already established credibility with the coach, these emotional events have a way of passing more quickly. The goal of this video is to help us all have a common understanding of the rules and how to apply them. A key to uniformity in officiating is being in the correct position on the deck for viewing the swimmer. We hope this video has been helpful to you. Remember, we are here to help keep swimming fair and equitable. And if you are ever unsure of the call, the benefit of the doubt goes to the swimmer.